the Celtics take control of the series?
The Celtics already had control of the series despite it being 1-1 before yesterday's performance. Now, they're up 2-1, and it's obvious to everyone they have control of the series. But before that, I talked to you about how they had the psychological edge in this series. Want to know why? One, they stole a game from the Warriors, and they had home court advantage. Two, if you just look at it historically, a team now that's up 2-1 wins 80% of those series in the NBA Finals. Three, the Celtics are improving in this series as the games go on. Before the finals, Celtics were averaging 107 points. Now that has gone up. Before the finals, they were shooting at the three-point level, 36. Now that's gone up to 43. Celtics are self-scouting and improving. Meanwhile, they're also limiting what the Golden State Warriors can do outside of Steph Curry consistently. So what's happening now is the game plan is working, and their plan B to try and limit others around Steph Curry is starting to activate. You're seeing the number one defense starting to show itself offensively against the Golden State Warriors, which in the postseason has been a good defense as well. All this adds up to, they got the edge, not only in the series lead, but also psychologically. You don't believe me?
I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh, you do? Welcome. We've been expecting you. Got my Celtics green on for a reason.
Celtics took control of the series, but they took control of the series for this one very reason. Game 3 was the only game in this series where there were no fluke performances. You might say Draymond's, but disregarding Draymond's, Game 3 of the series was the most accurate game to date. Game 1, Jayson Tatum was atrocious. It's not going to happen again. Game 1, Derek White, Al Horford balled out of their mind. That's not going to happen again. Game 1, Klay Thompson, atrocious. Ain't going to happen. Game 2, Klay Thompson, still fairly atrocious. Al Horford, Marcus Smart, 2 points, outliers. So in Game 1 and Game 2, we saw outliers. That was not the norm. We saw performances that we will likely not see again. But in Game 3. Game 3, Game 3 viewer, was the first game where you really saw everybody for who they are. Klay Thompson, he's likely going to give you 20 to 25.
Okay.
Steph Curry, he's likely going to give you 30. Jaylen Brown, going to give you 25 plus. Jayson Tatum, going to give you 25 plus. Jordan Poole, he going to give you 10 to 15. He might give you 15 to 20, right in there. Marcus Smart, give you right around 15. Al Horford isn't going to give you 30, but he ain't going to give you 2. Grant Williams, not going to give you 27, but he's not going to give you 0. Game 3 was the first game that I looked and I said, everybody really represented themselves accurately, except for Draymond. But even Draymond, statistically, he's not going to give you 20 points, so we can knock him all we want for the 2 points. But it's not like statistically Draymond Green was that much of an outlier. His presence just wasn't felt. The Celtics really took control of the series because this was the first game where they said, hey, bring your best, we going to bring our best, and let's see who is the best.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was like, Warriors brought just about their best. Now, they didn't bring their absolute best because Jordan Poole did only have 10, Draymond Green I get all that. But the Warriors didn't play bad, and the Celtics didn't play bad. They both played pretty good, and the Celtics got the dub. For that reason, I have to sit in this chair on today and say the Celtics took control of the series.
Oh, man. Our age difference didn't allow us to really hang out in the same time with our same primes. Like, you still in your prime. I'm over the hill. But, boy, if we hung out at the same time in our same primes, you would know one thing about me. In them streets with the K. I get to the club early, dog. You know why? Because I don't want to be late to the party. I want to see the party build. The sociologist in me. Oh, she just walked in. Let me give her about 30 minutes. Oh, she walked in. She ain't going to get much time. Let's go. I want to see it do this. You remember before this series, you're late to this party. I told you, the Celtics, better defense, deeper team, more balanced team. And this team is a winning team on the road and at home, not the Warriors. Warriors are a losing team on the road. I said the Celtics going to win Game 1. You looked at me crazy. All right, I'm at the club now. All of a sudden, Acho pulling up. Hey, Wiley, where you at? I'm in here.
You in this here?
I can't hear you. All right, come on in. Then you pull up and you walk in, and now it's after Game 3. Damn, what you been doing? Come on, Acho, I got you, big dog. Have some fun. Yes, the Celtics have control of this series, but I thought this before this series even started. Let's talk about these Golden State Warriors. In specific, let's be the ones that talk about Steph Curry. You know what Steph Curry's done in the fourth quarter? How many points total? 3 games. Exactly. 6 points in 3 fourth quarters, Steph Curry. He has a plus-minus of -30 in the fourth quarters of these games. He's not doing anything. I told you the game plan was going to be, Steph, go out there and get it. Go, Steph, go. Now, where you going? You're not going anywhere because nobody else is coming with you, Steph Curry. We're going to put the clamps everywhere else around you. Klay Thompson is not himself just yet. Let's be real. Draymond is limited just based on who Draymond is. And Jordan Poole, you ain't been here before. So we'll take our chances letting you try to go out there and make you a defensive liability. All this adds up to the Golden State Warriors that were averaging 115 points before this series. Now, 105. Defense. I'm telling you, bro, you late to this party, but it's all good, Acho. I already poured you a drink, and it's all water.
That's how I know you my dog. The other reason that the Celtics took control of the series, Sel, I think they proved Game 1 wasn't a fluke. Game 1.
There you go.
Celtics,
Yeah.
9 threes, fourth quarter, down by 12, end up winning convincingly. Fluke. Ain't gonna happen again.
Not again.
What? Derek White? Buckets like Horford? But that ain't gonna happen again.
Nice. Yeah, he's nice.
Game 2? Yeah, Game 1 was a fluke. Warriors went out there and won convincingly, did what they were supposed to do. But Game 3 was going to tell everything. Game 3 was going to either assure us that Game 1 was a fluke, or Game 3 was going to assure us that the Celtics might just have a chance. And what Game 3 did was convince me the Celtics might just have a chance. Selling football coaches would say this all the freaking time. It truly dictated who got recruited to the major universities and who didn't.
Oh, I need to hear this.
Say this. You can't coach speed.
Yeah, speed
Can't
kills.
teach speed.
Can't do it.
Speed, etc. You cannot coach size, strength, and speed. You can try to enhance it, but you cannot coach it, America. High school pee-wee coaches can't do it. What the Celtics have and what they proved in Game 3, size, strength, speed.
Yeah.
There came a moment in that game where Jaylen Brown literally looked at Klay Thompson, and he didn't audibly say it, but he said it figuratively by his body language. You're slow and unathletic. Like disrespectfully said, you're slow and unathletic, not verbally, but he said it by body language. How do I mean? Because he got up in his chest and pressed him with Klay with the ball in his hands and said, I dare you to go around me.
Yeah.
And Klay almost did, and Jaylen Brown blocked his shot at the rim and then cussed over him.
Yes.
At that moment in time, I relaxed my shoulders. I shrunk in my chest.
Is this when you text me?
And it must have been.
White flag.
And I was like, bro. Because I couldn't even carry the same posture as a Warriors fan because I said, hey, if they're bigger, stronger, and faster, you ain't got a shot. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. But what we don't ever talk about in this life, what happens when talent does work hard?
Heard about it.
Because the Celtics are talented.
Yeah.
And in Game 3, they was hard working. They was real hard to beat.
Man, you took me back. We got to give a story right now. We got to go campfire. Before the season started, we all got our playbook. You know, the player's Bible, this big. You're like, first of all, let me just tell every coach now, I'm sorry and say it when we were playing. I never read the entire playbook. That thing was too long. I was like, where the D-line at? Okay, linebackers a little bit. All right, safeties, here we go. I need to know the back end. The entire playbook, I'm like, dog, you ain't never calling these plays, coach. But they give it to you. What I loved about the game is every single week we got a scouting report. That's what we're going to do, and that's what we've seen from them most recently. What I told the Boston Celtics to do, and look, I don't know if they got the message or not, but they're playing like they did, is don't look at the Golden State Warriors in terms of their jersey, in terms of their championship success and the rafters and the names. Look at the scouting report and who they are right now. Steph Curry is still Steph Curry, y'all. Klay ain't Klay. Dre ain't Dre. And Jordan Poole is an unknown. We got these dudes if we play our game. So now I look at them. The Warriors had 2 losses by double digits before the finals. In this series alone, they've already lost 2 games by double digits. That's called a scouting report. That's called playing the game.